Welcome back everyone, and if you're new here, welcome to the channel. My name is Drew, and here is where I discuss higher education and the college experience from a student perspective and also the perspective of faculty, staff, and administrators. So if you're looking for more information about navigating the college experience or what's going on within higher education, then you are in the right spot. Now, if you are a consistent follower of my channel, then you've probably noticed that I have not been posting videos as frequently as I once have. And full disclosure, the reason for that is that I'm in a doctoral program currently, and that is taking up a lot of my time. So I'm not able to post as much as I would like to, but I want to let you know I'm still here and I still have plans to continue posting, as well as keeping you up to date on what's going on, as we've seen a lot of changes and a lot of things that are happening within higher education. So thank you. I appreciate your patience and hanging in there with me while I finish this program. So in this video, I wanted to talk about a program in Tennessee that offers free tuition for a 2-year education or a technical college education to Tennessee residents. And so this had happened about 10 years ago, and it was over 10 years ago actually, or roughly 10 years ago we'll say, that the Tennessee governor signed into law the Tennessee Promise Scholarship Act, which provided these opportunities for Tennessee residents. And so the idea of providing free tuition for students is not new, but the idea of using public funds for that was new. And since Tennessee had done this, 36 other states had followed their lead in implementing similar programs. So we are approaching, since we've approached that 10-year milestone, an anniversary report was published by College Promise and Tennessee Achieves, which kind of highlighted the effects of this program, because we all want to know, is this effective? Is this working? Is this providing opportunities for students? Is it increasing graduation rates? And so here's what they found, some initial findings. It did help more students go to college and complete 2-year degrees. And while all Tennessee high school graduates are eligible for this program, they saw that over 90% had applied to take advantage of this benefit. And so they found that approximately 15,000 students had enrolled, with about half coming from low-income families, and 37% of students completed a degree in 3 years. Now you compare this to 2011, before this program was put into play, and that was around 16%. So we've seen a dramatic increase in degree completion. And so this year, currently in 2025, they're on track to produce 50,000 college graduates. And that sounds pretty awesome, right? So there are some good, strong, positive takeaways, but it's also not clear if this program or if these numbers are a direct result of the program. And there are kind of two main theories behind this. One of them is people were wondering is if students taking advantage of this benefit were already the highly motivated, highly prepared students who were going to go on and complete a college degree, whether or not they had access to this program. So that was one. The other was that over time there were a lot of dramatic changes nationwide in supporting student success and degree completion, such as providing more financial aid. So there's also uncertainty as to whether or not that actually played a role and influenced these increased rates, not just the program itself. And so also looking at the data, the program didn't exactly help the low-income students as much as I think it intended to. And in fact, Tennessee itself, Pell Grant recipients already have their cost of attendance covered. So even that additional funding didn't really help. They didn't need that. It didn't make an impact. But one of the things the state did is that they did provide coaching for a lot of these students and financial support to cover things such as living expenses and books. And they did see positive takeaways from that. They saw similar increases. So they saw a 34% graduation rate compared to 11% of students who did not receive that kind of coaching or that financial support. So that was, again, another major difference. And so that is a positive takeaway. There was also concern that this program was going to be so overwhelmingly strong that it would pull potential students away from four-year institutions. And they found that that didn't happen at all, which I think is a very good thing, because this is allowing two and four-year institutions to coexist. I think it's proof of that. There's probably finer details with that conversation, which we can talk about another time. And so what you saw overall is you saw some pretty good things that happened with this program. However, we are talking about a decade of changes within the country, within demographics, within institutions, within policies. And so what you saw is all of these positives were kind of washed away by happenings over time. So things like COVID, changing attitudes towards higher education, stronger job markets in certain areas, that kind of erased any sort of gains that this program had made. Now, as we move forward, as we approach this enrollment cliff or these demographic changes, this current administration's policies towards higher education, the existence of the Department of Education, that's probably going to cause a lot of changes with this program in particular, and how students think about pursuing a college education. So I think we'll continue to see dramatic changes, probably both positive and negative, as we move into 20 years and try to look back and see how does this performance change over time. So overall, I think this program is great. I'm glad other states are doing this. I think what it's doing, it's providing opportunity, and I think that's the best thing you can do as an institution of higher education, because you want to serve your community, and the whole goal is that degree completion and providing the opportunity for students to complete degrees. The thing that you cannot control are a lot of these things like COVID, job markets, government policies. Those you just kind of have to ride along with and see where there are opportunities that you can take advantage of within those environments and make it work for you in order to better serve your communities. So I think this is good. I'm curious to see what's happening in other states, and as other states start to look at their 10-year performance, and as they start to implement newer programs, will they be similar? Will they be different? So that is something that I will keep an eye on, and I will make sure that I keep you up to date on that as well. So if you liked this video and you want to see more content, make sure you hit subscribe and make sure you hit that like button. And as always, thank you for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.